morning, welcome to Tesla Electron. Keith here.
And Diane.
We're out of lockdown now, so we're going to do our first trip in our Tesla.
It's crazy on the road today. Look at all it's saying.
We've just left, gone over the Mooney Bridge, and so we're on the freeway, the M1, heading towards Sydney, and we're going to go to Katoomba. We've got the Model 3 Standard Range Plus, and we're currently sitting at, how many percent does that say?
92%.
92%. So this is where we're at. We charged up overnight. So we're going to see how we going to Katoomba on our first long-ish trip. We should be able to go there and back in the day. We'll go and do a bit of bushwalking around the Three Sisters, all of that sort of stuff, and we'll see how we go. It's going to be very interesting to see how far we can get on a charge. So we know that there's a charger at the Blue Mountains at the Hydro Majestic, is that right?
There's one at the Hydro Majestic, there's one at Scenic World, there's two at Scenic World.
Oh, so, two at Scenic World.
And they look a bit more appealing than the one we've seen previously in the Hydro Majestic.
Okay, alright, no
They look like they service more, although, you know, I can't really say because at the time we didn't have an electric car, but
sure.
At the time it just didn't look as great, like a great setup.
Yeah.
As Scenic World.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very windy today as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects our travel. So, how many Ks is our trip all up, Di? Does it tell us on our map?
97 Ks it's saying now, and an hour and 4 minutes left.
Alright, it says we've got an hour and 4 minutes to get there, and it's 94 Ks.
It was probably more Ks than that before.
When we started?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's saying we're going to use 66%, I think, to the Blue Mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we will need to charge when we get there, just so that we've got some breathing space coming home.
Yeah, it's saying we can do it on one trip, 25% coming back, but I don't think so. I don't want to do that.
Well, it is nice to know that we could go all the way to the Blue Mountains from the Central Coast, all the way home on a single charge on the Standard Range Plus.
I don't know if I'm reading that right. It does say round trip estimate back to starting point, 25%. So.
It'll be just an estimate based upon how well we drive.
Yeah, and if we stall, which we will stall, so
yeah, no, it should be good. It'll be a great little test, because our next big trip, of course, well, maybe not the next one, but certainly within the next couple of months, heading up towards Christmas, we'd like to do a trip up north, and the north kilometres are a lot further, probably 300 kilometres between major areas, so we'll see how that goes. So this is really just a test, isn't it, really?
Yep.
This is just a test to see if the range estimates that it gives us on the navigation are anything like being accurate. Now, I've heard a lot of people on YouTube saying that sometimes it is accurate and sometimes it's not. I have heard people say that the Hyundai Kona is quite accurate on its range estimates, which is interesting. But we actually drove past MG on the way, and I said to Diane, I said, you know, I'm actually glad we didn't end up buying the MG. Nothing against MG or anything like that for any of the MG owners out there. I just didn't think that just over 200 kilometres was going to be enough for the kind of travel that we like to do. Diane and I love to do driving trips. So even on a weekend, if we've got some time off from our other commitments, we'll tend to jump in the car and drive. We haven't done that a lot during lockdown because we weren't allowed. But we've done some huge driving trips over the years. Now that we've got the electric vehicle, we really are quite keen to utilise that to its full potential.
I actually want to take it to Adelaide. That's it.
To Adelaide?
Yeah. So I doing a north trip soon, but I'd actually like to take to Adelaide. But at the moment, you know, the borders, I don't know the updates on the borders. They're probably all still shut to New South Wales people.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
yeah, but that's what I'd like to do. But I think you actually have to go through Victoria to go to Adelaide to charge your car, because there doesn't seem to be any charges, I think, through Mildura.
Yeah.
It's Mildura, it's like that. Although I haven't done full research, so you know, I'm not 100% sure.
That is one of the sort of adventurous things that you do on an EV in these early days, because it is new cutting edge technology, let's be honest. Yes, EVs have been around for a long time, but by and large, we don't have chargers everywhere. It's not like if you're in a gas car you can stop anywhere. You have to research before you travel. Like we had to research this morning where we might find chargers. And sometimes you've got to risk going somewhere knowing that you may or may not have a charger. And if that's the case, then you've got to stay overnight somewhere where you can charge. Fortunately, Tesla do give you the standard cable charger, which is cool, but that's very slow. Like you're looking at 15 hours to charge the vehicle. So you don't want to do that if you don't have to, eh? So I think that that's it for just now. Well, good morning and welcome back to Tesla Electron. Keith and
Diane here.
I hope you've had a good week. We're going now out of
Can you
lock.
start that again? Is that okay? Do it
Take
again.
two.
Can you not say Diane here? Just say hi as Keith.